vascularized, and you have a fibromuscular tissue underneath the lamina propria. So another clue maybe, but not an absolute criteria, you may have this. You may have foldings, okay, mucosal foldings. Okay, since the vagina is distensible, when it is in the contracted state, you will have foldings of the mucosa. Okay, again, that's from the same organ, showing the lining, wet type of stratified squamous epithelium. Okay, identify the organ, cervix. You know it's the cervix because you have this squamocolumnar junction. Okay. Meron pa rin squamocolumnar junction but in the GIT. So since repro lang tayo and endo, if you see a squamocolumnar junction, that's the cervix. Okay, underneath this, in the lamina propria, you will see many endocervical glands lined by mucin-secreting simple columnar epithelium. Okay, so mucin, it contains mucinous material. So at this point, beyond this, if you go up, that's the endocervix. If you go down, that's the ectocervix. Okay, the ectocervix is lined by the squamous and the endocervix is lined by the simple columnar. Okay, another slide of the cervix. This is the squamocolumnar junction. And you see lots of dilated mucinous endocervical glands. Again, the squamocolumnar junction. And this is the site, most common site of transformation of cells into malignant cells. Squamocolumnar junction. Sorry. Okay, it's blurred, but it's also the cervix on the endocervical side or area, and this is on the ectocervical area. Okay, but then again, we will show you as much as possible, the entire cervix, if it is possible. If not, dun lang kanina sa focus, naka-focus, where the squamocolumnar junction is. Okay, identify the organ. Uterus. Okay. This is the uterine corpus or simply the uterus. Okay, you have here a layer of endometrium, and below is the myometrium. Okay, the endometrium is lined Okay, the lining of the endometrium are simple columnar, mostly ciliated, some are not. Okay, but the glands, it's the other way around, mostly are simple, non-ciliated, with some ciliated. In our collection of slides, we only have one phase of the endometrial cycle, only the proliferative. Wala tayong secretory and the menstrual phase. Okay, this is the myometrium, composed of bundles and fascicles of smooth muscle. So, again, kailangan kita yung the entire thickness of the layer before you can identify what organ is. Okay, the endometrium is still divided into two layers. The most superficial or the upper layer is called the functionale, and the inner layer, basalis. Okay, which of the two is influenced by hormonal cycle? Okay, functionale. The basalis is not. Okay, ganun lang din siya. However it looks like, what it looks like here will always be the same in different cycles, hormonal cycle. Okay, and we have also two sets of arterial supply. For functionale, what will be the supply? Spiral, and the basale, straight. Okay, now, identify the organ. Fallopian tube. You have a wall, fibromuscular wall. You have the mucosa exhibiting intraluminal papillary infoldings. Ayan, complexly arborizing. And this is the wall and mucosa. Okay, the mucosa is further, when you look at high power, lined by two types of cell. You have two types of cells. This one is the columnar ciliated, and the other one is what you call what? PEG cell. PEG. 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 Okay, PEG cell. Okay, para ngayon nyo lang narinig. Iba na sa manual lang. Okay, PEG cell. What is the function of the PEG cell? Secretory and also as a supporting cell. Okay, secretory cell yan. Okay, and the rest are ciliated because they help propel the ovum from the ovary to push it to the endometrial cavity. And identify the whole organ. Ovary. Okay, that's the ovary. This is this is a corpus luteum. This is a follicle, ovarian follicle. And you see the ovarian follicles on the cortex. Okay, cortical layer of the ovary. So in the medulla, all you will see are connective tissue or ovarian fibrous stroma. Okay, this is at the cortex. So you see this different stages of maturation of the ovum. Okay, the youngest that you can recognize is called the primordial follicle. Okay, this is actually composed only of the ovum. Okay, unlike in the males, which are always fertile, females become only fertile when they reach puberty. Okay, it's the males from birth until they die, unless they run out of, unless their testis becomes atrophic. Okay, pwede sila